Y'all, it's your boy Dabby Daniel of the Black Evolution, and I'm your host, your leader, Grandmaster Teacher on the Black Evolution Podcast. I'm here to talk to y'all about a very specific topic today. It's called DEI and Black Self-Empowerment. We changing lives, we changing the culture, and we all evolving. Let's get into this great and amazing topic. Hey. All right, so, like I said before, I'm your host, your leader, and your Grandmaster Teacher, Mr. Dabin Daniel, on the Black Evolution Podcast. And today, I'm here to talk to y'all about a very special and unique topic today. It is called DEI and Black Self-Empowerment. So let's get into this. So most people think that when it comes to DEI, that it's the end of the world. Oh my God, DEI's over. It's over. DEI's could we cut? It's over. Well, when you actually think about DEI, it only benefits white women. And did you know that DEI does not get rid of civil rights? Don't believe me? Fine. I'll prove it to you. Now, in my hand here, according to my iPad, and I have on the website of the White House government.gov, the whitehouse.gov, this is the actual executive order where it says ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. This is back in January the 21st, 2025, when Mr. 47 or President Trump initiated or became in office as president. Now, this is what it has to say. Now, this is on the actual website. So I'm quoting the actual website here. You can go onto it later on. Link will be in the description box below on this podcast. And I quote, long-standing federal civil rights laws protect individual Americans from discrimination based upon race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. These civil rights protections serve as a bedrock supporting equality of opportunity for all Americans. As president, I have a solemn duty to ensure that these laws are enforced for the benefit of all Americans. Yet today, roughly 60 years after the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, critical and influential institutions of American society, including the federal government, major corporations, financial institutions, the medical industry, large commercial airlines, law enforcement agencies, and institutions of higher education have adopted and actively used dangerous, demeaning, and immoral race and sex-based preferences under the guise of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, or diversity, equity, inclusion, accessibility, DEIA, that can violate the civil rights laws of this nation. That tells you right then and there that Mr. 47 is not going to take away your civil rights. He can't. He physically can't. What he is taking away is the programs, quote unquote, that are solely based upon you're getting the job solely based upon, hey, you're getting hired because you are black, Hispanic, etc., or your sexual orientation. So he literally can't take away the civil rights law. Can't do it. And by the way, DEI only benefits white women. Don't believe me? I'll prove this to you right now. According to the Black Enterprise, black people only compromise of 4% of DEI positions in the workplace. 4%. It is only 4%, ladies and gentlemen. Yet the government, the media wants to tell you and keep you asleep, telling you that, oh, it only black people are the most benefits of DEI. No, it's not. It only benefits white women. Black people compromise of 4% of DEI positions in the workplace. Now, this is according to Black Enterprise. I'm going to do a direct quote. A report from the career site Zippa details that these positions of DEI, only 4% of roles were occupied by black people in 2023. Now, granted, it's basically recent, but it's not recently as of 2024, 2025, but still, 4%. Black people comprise of 4% of the DEI programs in the workplace. Unbelievable. And again, I'm going to prove this out to you according to Yahoo News. So yeah, like I said before, according to Yahoo News here, in the root, actually, I have it on the root, that DEI only benefits white women. Now, this is from the root. I have the article right up here. And it says, and I quote, who benefits from DEI? White women. This is from the root. Even the root stated that black people do not benefit from DEI. White women are the ones who benefit from DEI. Jason also in the root, Jasmine Crockett explained that white women and Asian women are the top two groups that have gained the most benefits from DEI. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. But the media would have you say that, oh, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. DEI's over. DEI's over. No. I just proved to y'all through 3 articles that black people only comprise of 4% of DEI programs. And even Jasmine Crockett stated herself that white women benefit from DEI, are the most benefits from DEI. So that whole thing about, oh, if you take away DEI, then everything else goes to hell, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm going to call it like I say it. I don't care if people get offended. Now, what should black people be focusing on? We should be focusing on black self-empowerment, black entrepreneurship, owning and controlling our own businesses, and not allowing the government to dictate to you what to do. And speaking of owning and controlling our own businesses, Reverend Al Sharpton recently did a boycott against Target, saying, oh, they don't support DEI. And he took them to Costco. And then in the video, it shows that they did not even buy anything from Costco. They had to tell them, hey, go out there and go shop. They didn't even shop. You also went from one white corporation to another white corporation, Mr. R. Sharpton. What are you doing? Come on, brother. I get you're a civil rights leader and all, and you're doing what's best for the people. But at the end of the day, that's not really good. That it doesn't look good that you basically went from one white corporation over to another. Tell the people to support black businesses. And this is the problem. We keep wanting to be accepted by the main dominant society. This is black people's main problem. We want to be accepted by the main dominant society. You know what I say to that? Fuck society. They can take that and shove it up their ass. We need to own and control our own businesses, schools, and institutions, and not allow anybody else to dictate to us and tell us what to do. This is insanity. This is ridiculousness. When is black people going to stand up against the corruption, the evil such as police brutality, militarism, and materialism? This is insanity. This is ridiculous. Until we own something, until we control something, we will never be free. We must have our own schools, our own hospitals, our own institutions, and we must deal with the 5 major problems that happens in the black community, such as mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification, access to wealth, and police genocide. Mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification, access to wealth, and police genocide. We as black people must stand up against the corruption, evil, and wickedness of our society. And we must own and control our own businesses, schools, and hospitals instead of allowing the government, quote unquote, to give us, quote unquote, handouts. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do anything about boycotting. I'm not rejecting boycotting. What I am saying is that you need to support your own black-owned businesses and not just pay half the price or not want a discount. No, pay the full price, because we have to have self-empowerment and have self-respect to support our own businesses and practice group economics, as brother Dr. Claude Anderson teaches us. In other communities, the money bounces in that community 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and it goes out to other businesses. But in the black community, it only bounces around once. That's crazy. We are $1 trillion people, spending power. Yet we don't own and control nothing. And that's the problem. Until we own something, until we control our own businesses, schools, hospitals, etc., we will always be in this weak, decadent state. We must stand up, rise up, and have self-empowerment and not allow anybody else to tell us what to do. We decide what we want to do, nobody else. So I urge everyone that with DEI, hey, it only benefits white women, the majority, and that we must own and control our own businesses, have self-empowerment, have unity in our community, and take control. Because if we don't take control of our own schools, hospitals, institutions, and businesses, then we'll forever be dependent upon the government and upon the state to help us out with anything. We are a strong people. We are a fearless people. We are a courageous people. And it's high time that we act like it. Stand up for something or fall for anything. And that is my message on the Black Evolution Podcast. Have your own schools. Have your own hospitals. Have your own institutions, or else you will fall by the wayside. Take control of your own destiny. The great Marcus Garvey told us, "Up you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will." And that is my message on the Black Evolution Podcast. And I'm glad to say, we changing lives, we changing the culture, we are evolving. Tune in for more epic and amazing episodes like this on the Black Evolution Podcast. Stand up, self-empowerment, take control. Tune in.